Hello, it's MrELoans.com bringing you some information about cheap home loans in Chula Vista, California. Now, cheap home loans are loans that come with low or no closing costs associated with them. Many banks offer specials for borrowers to get a new loan or refinancing an existing loan with very little cost. Most borrowers are under the impression that points or fees are bad. Now, this isn't always the case. Generally, no-cost loans come with a little bit higher of an interest rate in exchange for lower fees. Now, depending on the borrower's plans with the home they are financing, they should consider if paying points will be better or worse for their particular situation. If a borrower plans to sell their property within a few years, then it wouldn't make much sense to take a loan with higher closing costs or points. Generally, the closing costs are rolled into the new loan, which would cause the payoff amount to increase. For someone looking to sell their home, they want to owe the least amount of money possible. If a borrower plans to stay in their home for a long period of time, then it might make sense to get a more expensive loan with a lower interest rate, so they will pay back less interest over the life of the loan. To find cheap home loans, a borrower will need to shop around from bank to bank. Every bank has different fees and rates. A borrower should look for the lowest interest rate with the least amount of closing cost. In most cases, there are certain fees that a borrower is required to pay. These fees include appraisal, title, and recording fees. Now, some banks will even pay for these fees for a borrower. Most other fees and points are negotiable between the borrower and the bank. Cheap home loans should be approached with caution. If it sounds too good to be true, then most likely it is. With the new lending regulations put in place, banks need to generate a good faith estimate after they take an application. The good faith estimate will itemize all the fees and the closing costs associated with the loan. Additionally, it shows that if there is any cash due at closing or what the new proposed loan amount will be with all the fees rolled in. So, any changes to the good faith estimate must be redisclosed to the borrower, thus making a good faith estimate more accurate for borrowers to make an informed decision if they're getting the best deal possible. So one thing to keep in mind, if someone's just telling you what an offer is over the phone, make sure you get it on paper on a good faith estimate so that way you can hold their feet to the fire. If you have additional questions about cheap home loans, be sure to visit our website for more free information at www.mreloans.com.